Maize on Hayes following today's 60-49 result against Texas State. First, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach, and then questions from anyone in the media.
Yeah. Well, obviously that was a heartbreaking and really disappointing game for us. I thought, we had a really good week of practice, and the first 15 minutes of the game, outside of us not shooting well, went, literally per the script, and we really understood what we were doing and how we were going to do it. And then they had a couple runs, and I thought we could go back and we could find 8 or 9 possessions that, were just some mental mistakes that we're a little bit better than. And then at the end of the day, we were 4-28 from the three-point line. That's a key way to score. And we don't ever want to be a team that lives and dies by the three. But when we weren't getting them to fall today, we were struggling a little bit on the boards because we were shooting early, and that makes it hard to get the rebounds. And then I thought we pressed and got a little nervous once it got close. And so, those are things that we can work on, and obviously we're a much better shooting team than that. We had some players that got great looks that knocked those down, and it's tough when those shooters aren't able to make those shots. And I thought, but one of my best takeaways is while that really hurts and that's really painful, for 15 minutes it was the best basketball we've played, and that's, as we expand that out, we're going to have a lot of opportunities for the results we want.
One of those things where maybe they try too hard to make that play, and that's kind of makes things a little herky-jerky sometimes,
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it can kind of get away from you, and then they're back in it kind of just like that.
Yeah, momentum's a really interesting thing, and so when everything's going your way, all the confidence and you're willing to kind of attack things, and then you saw as the score got closer, we got a little more nervous, and so we had some players who had, I thought had missed a couple shots early and then got a little nervous, and they were the right read. And that's the part that we're going to keep working at, and being the returning Sun Belt champs, obviously that comes with expectations that we have on ourselves, and so we got to figure out a way to work through that. But we had great looks. I told Ace on the way up here, I thought, especially in the first half, it was the best I've seen her in terms of attacking and being a facilitator. She helped us get some really good looks from some different people, because obviously people are going to send 2 and 3 people at her. And from a decision-making standpoint, I thought that was really good today, and was able to knock down free throws and be aggressive for us. And but we got to collectively find a little bit more of attacking mode on days like today.
Yeah, she kind of put them on her shoulders. You could see it as the game went on, and was doing some really nice things here.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Meredith doesn't make a three until 8:16 of the fourth. It's just one of those days sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just go.
Well, I think it's one of the things that makes basketball such a fun sport and a great sport to watch, because you can have a day like this where you take 28 threes and you make 14, and and then you have another day that you're getting the same looks and you're not able to knock it down. And so it makes the sport really fun. It is never fun to be on the side of the team that could not make shots. And we had plenty of shots at the rim. I can think of 4 right now without watching the film where we were at the rim, and they were really, really high quality looks, and we just could not get the ball to go through. And but that happens when you get a little more tight. It just you start second thinking everything you're doing instead of just playing. And but we kept battling, and before we got into trouble, they were at, I think, 54 or 5 before we started fouling. And so defensively, that's getting that's a pretty good day. And so now we got to get the other side figured out.
You mentioned momentum and swings and such. On the flip side of that, you all got good looks. They had several shots where they just flung it up there, and it went in. One looked like it was going to roll out, and it spun back in. That's just part of momentum, like we were talking about. Huh?
Well, and I think probably our biggest challenge today was they went to the free throw line too much, and I thought that game was really physical. But at the end of the day, there were a couple that we could have gotten back. And so some of them were just, kind of tough moments in the game. But there's others that, those are things that, they're 21-26. And so that was another area that we could have been better at. And we'll keep working to get better at, because I don't think we're fouling at too high of a rate. And it is, it's the highest point per possession in the game. And so we got to figure out a way to be able to play physical and play, a little more clean.
So now you go on the road for an extended stretch. How do you feel about that?
I love conference play. Every night is hard and it's a grind, and You know, the teams that are able to push through every night end up having the best success. And so this is a group that works, and so it's obviously going to be hard, and that's okay. That's a part of it, and it's going to get us all, you know, prepared for the, you know, conference tournament. And but we're going to go and make sure we're ready every game and prepared and have a chance to win, and do the things that we need to do to have a good outcome.
Nice. You're conference champs. You feel like everybody's giving you your best shot. Did you feel that today?
Yeah, I felt like when they came in here, they had a different, you know, momentum than when we played them last year. They wanted it more than us, I felt like. But yeah, I know since we're conference champs, everyone's going to be coming for us. So every night is going to be hard. We just have to continue to get better. So.
Hazel, as a leader, kind of what do you want to tell the team over the next couple of days, especially where you won't be home for a while? Just, guys, you got to just win the next day, that kind of thing?
I mean, I'm just going to tell them, like, just like their shots are going to fall. I mean, we're in the gym. So, I mean, it was just one of those nights where we just didn't make shots. But I know my teammates, and I believe in them that next time we come up like this, they're going to make those shots. So, like I said, we just have to continue to get better because, you know, my team has heart. So if you have heart, it goes a long way. So, yeah.
Thank you all.
Thanks.
Thank you. Good job.
Thanks.
That's good.